Hello, in this video, I will explain to you on how to find out V1, V2, and V3 here using nodal analysis. So our goal here is to find out what is V1 and then what is V2 and what is V3. And we will need to use nodal analysis. Okay. And let's see what can we do from this circuit step by step. The first step of doing nodal analysis is to label all the nodes and also extracting the available information from the circuit. Okay, let's see what can we get from here. Let's set this bottommost node here as our reference node. So this is our reference node, or some other books call it the ground. And what does the ground mean? That means that the voltage here is equal to 0, right? And here we have three essential nodes, which is V1 here. We already labeled V1, and that is the question of the problem. And then V2 here, and then V3 is here. And also I can get some information here that this is a current source. So we know exactly the current in this branch. And the arrow is going down. So we know that this current here is 3 ampere. Right? And similar things here. The current here will be 7 ampere and it is going up according to this arrow here. So we will have this current here is 7 ampere. And I think we have extracted all the available information from the circuit. And now let's move on to the second step, which is assume the current direction for each branch. So assume the currents direction. And usually for the horizontal component, I will assume it is going to the right and like this. So we will have 3 horizontal component, right? But you also can assume it going to the left. It is up to you, but you have to be very consistent in solving this problem. So do not change the direction in the middle of the solving. And then here for the vertical component, I usually assume it going down. So we will have it like this. And I think we have assumed for all the branch, right? Yeah, there is nothing that left. So let's move on to the third step, which is do KCL for each unknown nodes. What is unknown nodes? The nodes that we don't know the value yet. So this reference node, we know the value, which is 0, right? What I mean by unknown nodes is this V1, V2, and V3, because we don't know the value of them yet, okay? And let's do exactly that. Let's start by KCL at node 1. KCL at node 1. Node V1. Okay, what does KCL say? KCL said that the sum of the current that goes in will equal to the sum of the current that goes out. Yeah, some other books said that the sum of the currents is equal to 0, but that means that we have to be very careful about the sign. So I like this formula better, right? And it also visualizes better in the circuit. Okay, let's do KCL at node V1. But here, I think there is no current that goes in, right? All the current are going out. So we'll have 3 ampere here going out from V1. This current here is going out from V1. And this current here also going out from V1. So there is no current that goes in. So we will have 0 on the left-hand side. And then put the equal sign. Now let's work out on the current that goes out. And here we will have 3 ampere here. Okay, so we know exactly the value of the current. So we will have 3 ampere here. And this current here we don't know it yet, but we can use the Ohm's law, right? The Ohm's law said that the current is the voltage divided by the resistance. But how to calculate the voltage? The voltage is the difference between where the current comes from. So I will have V1. And then the current goes to V2. So I will have minus V2. Okay, but this is voltage. To get current, we need to divide it by the resistance. We will have 1 here. Right? And then another current that goes out is this one here. So we will have V1 here. So we will have the current comes from V1. And then the current goes to V3. Same thing as before, right? And then we need to divide by the resistance between them to get current. Okay, good. Multiply both sides by 2 to get rid all the denominator here. So we'll have 0. And that will equal to, I think I will have 6 here. 3 multiplied by 2 is 6. And then 1 and 2 will cancel into 2. So I will have 2V1 minus 2V2. And then we will have 2 and 2 will cancel each other. So we'll have V1 minus V3. Good. And I think we can just simplify things here. And we will have 3V1. And then minus 2V2. And then minus V3. Okay, all of that will equal to minus 6. And I think let's save this as equation number 1. Good. Now, we still need to do 2 more KCL, right? Because we have 3 unknown nodes. Okay, let's do exactly that, but this time at node V2. Let's do KCL at node V2. Again, KCL said that the sum of the current that goes in will equal to the sum of the current that goes out. Good. What is the current that goes in? This one here. And that current is V1, where the current comes from, and then V2, where the current goes to. And it is divided by the resistance between them, so that is 1. Good. And now what else? Yeah, no other current goes in into V2, right? All the other currents, this one and that one, will goes out. Okay, let's start from this one here. And I will have V2, where the current comes from. And then minus 0, that is where the current goes to. Divided by the resistance between them, so I will have 3 here. Right, that is 3 ohm. And then the current that goes out is this one also. So we will have V2, where the current comes from. And then minus V3, where the current goes to. Divided by the current, the resistance between them. So I will have 4 here. And I think we can multiply both sides here by 12. Yeah, I think 12 will be good. So we will have 12V1. And then minus 12V2. And that will equal to 3 and 12 will cancel into 4. So we will have 4V2 minus 0. But then we will have 4V2. And then 4 and 12 will cancel into 3. So I will have 3V2. And then minus 3V3. Okay, we can just move things around here. So we will have 12V1. And then minus 19V2. And then, yeah, I think we will have this one. So I will have plus 3V3. Okay, and all of that will equal to 0. And let's have this as equation number 2. Okay, that is KCL at node V2. But then we still need one more KCL, which is at node V3. Let's do exactly that. KCL at node V3. Okay, the sum of the current that goes in will equal to the sum of the current that goes out. Good. And what is the current that goes into V3? We have two, one, right? This one. Oh, three. We have three. And then the current that goes out is this one here. Okay, let's do exactly what can we do. This current goes in, and we know the value that will be 7. And then this current here goes in, so we will have plus V1 where the current comes from, right? And then it goes to V3, so I will have V1 minus V3. And then we divide it by the resistance between them, which is 2. Good. And then this one here, so I will have plus V2 where the current comes from, and then minus V3 where the current goes to. And that is divided by the resistance between them, so I will have 4. Okay, and this is all the current that goes in, right? We have 3, 1, 2, 3, and we have 3 terms here, 1, 2, 3. So all good. Now we have the current that goes out, which is only this one. And that current is V3 minus 0 divided by the resistance between them, which is 5. Good. We can multiply this one here by 20, I think, to get rid all of the denominator. So we will have 140, and we will have, I think we'll have 10 V1 minus 10 V3, right? And this one will be plus 5 V2, 5 V2 minus 5 V3. Okay, and this one here will be equal to 4 V3. Good. Now let's move things around. V1 only comes from this term, so I will have 10 V1. And then V2 only comes from this term, so I will have plus 5 V2. And then V3 comes from the 3 terms, right? I will have minus 10, minus 5, minus 15, minus 15, minus 4. And I will have minus 19 V3. And let's move this 140 to the right-hand side. So I will have minus 140. And we have the third equation here. But now we have 3 equations with 3 variables, right? 1, 2, and 3. What we need to do next is to solve the equation, right? So the fourth step here will be solve the equation. But it will be very painful to solve this equation manually. So we will use calculator, right? And I will explain to you on how to use calculator to solve this equation. Okay, maybe let's clean up these things. Okay, from the KCLs, we get 3 equations here. Equation number 1, 2, and 3. So now let's use our calculators to solve this system of equation. Okay, let's take out our calculator and let's set this up here as equation solver. So this button and then number 5. And we have 3 variables, x, y, and z. In this case, V1, V2, and V3. So I will have equation number 2. So we will have this, and we can just plug the coefficient. I will have 3 minus 2, and then minus 1. And that will equal to minus 6. Good. And then the second one, I will have 12, and then minus 19, and then 3, and then that will equal to 0. Okay, let's plug in 0 there. And then we will have 10, then 5, then minus 19, and that will equal to minus 140. Okay. And we have the value of x, which is V1 here. and to get the decimal we just press SD button here. So we will have 5.235. So we will have our V1 here is 5.325 or 235, 235, and the unit here will be in volt. And then what is V2? V2 will be the Y value, which is 5.118. 5.118, and the unit here will be in volt. And then what is V3? V3 is the Z value, which is 11.471. 11.471, and the unit will be in volt. And I think we have achieved the goal, which is to find out V1, V2, and V3, which is this value here. Okay, and I think that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.